Dr. Ronnie, tell us why we should be detoxing.
Well, first of all, you already know that I think we should detox. Of course, there's people that shouldn't, but there's not a lot of people that shouldn't. But we know when we have to detox. And the more I've been doing the detoxes, the more I realize that people tell me they need to detox. So what are the signs? The signs are all over the place. The signs are, oh, I have a headache. I don't feel good. My skin looks horrible. I've gained a lot of weight. I'm nauseous. And, some of the major symptoms are GI. Hey, doc, the GI docs here. When people tell you they're bloated, they have a lot of gas, smelly gas, they can't eat anything, everything that they eat, they gain a lot of weight, they're not processing their food is devoid of nutrients. They open up bags, they open up bottles, they open up cans, and it's devoid of nutrition. So all of that toxic food get into your system. At some point, your body doesn't know what to do with it. Your GI system is so messed up. Your liver is just sluggish. You just feel it all. I was, just by the way, I saw somebody the other day and, I knew the person was toxic just by looking at their legs. Can you imagine by looking at someone's legs? If you see it's shiny and puffy, then you know that their lymphatic system is congested. I mean, I can spend an hour on the signs why you need to detox. Not going to do that, but I'm just letting you know that people do know. People know. They tell me this. My skin is itchy and dry. I don't know what to do. My poop is hard. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I have diarrhea. Another classic sign that you need to detox, but you don't know this, is you're not hungry. Now, I know there's a lot of people that say, but I'm hungry all the time. But there are some people that are so toxic that they're just not hungry. Hope that answers your question.
Perfect. Now, I'd like you to just share a little bit about that story and then maybe explain, based on your knowledge, why somebody might not want to do a detox.
The first time that I spoke to Dr. Ronnie was a really great experience. I remember that Claudia invited me to see this program, to see what was in this program. By that time, everybody knows that we all try to be very healthy and we take care of our body and we do the best. I was doing the same. However, once in a while, I was feeling pain in my body. And I didn't like that. But, you just move. You try to suffocate the pain and just, maybe take one extra capsule or take care more, do more exercise. But that was, that I wasn't not feeling good. And I remember that Claudia called me exactly in the best moment. And when she mentioned the word, we going for a program that's going to help us with inflammation. When she said that, I go, sign me up. I'm going there. She says, come tonight. You're going to hear the Dr. Ronnie. And when I went there, I go like, oh, definitely, I need this. I need it. And we all know that we do really, twice a year, 3 times a year, we do the regular cleaning, the cleansing. That's what I was doing too. However, I couldn't get away my pain once in a while. And my family, we have arthritis, which is very close to our neck, like we said. And I was afraid. I'm not a baby with my years. I go like, I don't want to get that. And when I hear about that detox and how Dr. Ronnie explained why we were needing that, I go like, this is another type of cleaning. The cleaning that I usually know is the regular cleaning when we clean pipes. But this is another level. This is a cellular level cleansing. I had to be there. And there is something special that Dr. Ronnie does. And that was amazing for me. She has a big group by that time. And she has a phone call one by one, because one of the things that Dr. Ronnie does is she make everybody self feel special, but not only that, she make every individual different one another, because that's what we are. And she focused exactly in every one of us in particular. And so we started train the detox program. I was very much into it. I love every month. Dr. Ronnie, I make every copy of everything that you did over there, everything you share. I make a copy and I have it. And I want to tell you one thing. I thought, oh, I'm going to share with my team and I'm going to teach them. I'm going to do it with them. And then I realized, no, I cannot do that. Dr. Ronnie is the one that knows how to do it. I go, no, Rosanna, hold on. So anyways, I went through all the process and that was amazing how I could see one by one, like you say, I was one by one losing pounds. And like you said, this is like a secondary effect of the detox. But the main thing was taking away my pain. And I can tell you that went my way for a long time. And I'm so glad that you are here with us, Dr. Ronnie, because I was looking for that again. And I'm so glad that you are here. And I'm so glad that we're going to restart again that, because I can't wait to jump on that again, honestly, because I'm needing it again.
So, Rosanna, based on your expertise, as a gastroenterologist, so this is detoxing something that you believe in, that people should be doing? And is there a reason why somebody maybe not want to detox?
Yeah, starting from why we should. Well, Dr. Ronnie says why. Yes, we should, because we all know the body can work by itself. The body has their own way to do a lot of things. But we also know that today we are constantly bombarded for all. The body doesn't have time to do many things that needs to be done in certain a certain level, but also in certain time. We know that, and we need to do our best. And the best that we can do is exactly do the cleanup. There is a lot of basic and what regular doctors like me, doctors like Dr. Ronnie, and many more, everyone brings to the table the best way the body can be cleaned up. If we all together find out the best way, because I'm telling you one thing, before I went for the cleaning, before I talked to Claudia, I was already done my cleaning, the cleaning that I usually do. But my pain wasn't going away. Of course, my intestine, my body was getting better in that aspect, but I wasn't touching the part that was bothering me a lot. There was the body ache. So I think there are so many reasons why we need to do it. Now, there are many other reasons why people cannot do it. And that's why it's very, very important why we need to have assessment. We need to have assessment that someone that knows. And we all know that we are working in a company that we have very nice cleanup system. However, when the person have any other issues with the health, it's really a good idea that we ask someone that knows about it, because not everybody should go through a cleanup aggressively or like we all that complete. We need to be careful with certain things. Everybody is different. Everybody has different situations. There are situations that are inflammatory in the bowels that you cannot do a cleanup aggressively. There are another issues in the body. The body has been in stress, being because he has some issues, maybe in such conditions like losing nutrition too much, losing fluids too much, or just becoming out of surgeries after have a baby. Those situations, it's a lot of things, many situations, and like we need to think twice before do what we do. Cleanup cannot be done just like it is if that person has another situation underlying.
Okay. Thank you, Rosanna. And that's and I know before I go into Dr. Ronnie, and you can give feedback as to the why nots and based on your experience, I just want to have an opportunity for Gabriella to have a voice here when it comes to toxins and detoxing. And I know we had a discussion about how we were, you were very into making sure your home products are toxic free as well. And, and we're not here to promote products today or introduce you to brands or anything right now today, but we want to just talk to you about the concepts of things that you need to be doing to live a toxic free life. And that also includes mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like there's so much toxins out there that we need to sort of make some better decisions. So Gabriella, what are your thoughts on the idea of detoxing, and what do you think about that?
Well, I believe it's very, very important to detox. And when we think of detox, we address the issues that Dr. Ronnie and Rosanna explained, but we also need to look at our mouth. Our mouth needs detoxing because everything we put in our mouth, we also carry parasites, and good and bad, and they come in through our mouth. They come in through our skin. And I remember telling you this morning, but, to detox parasites or any bad bacteria, you basically just take water and a couple tablespoons of baking soda or Celtic salt, swish it in your mouth for like 5 minutes. And if you do that periodically, you will kill parasites. They cannot live in an kind of a salty environment. And we also need to avoid seed oils. If we're going to detox, let's get rid of the garbage we're putting in our food. Like me, I have cleaned my house of Teflon pans, which is also a contributor to toxins. I'm now cooking with cast iron ceramic coated pans. And there's so many, pans you can buy with that kind of coating, and your food won't stick. Okay. Mm-hmm. So cast iron ceramic pans are good. And again, avoid all seed oils and vegetable oils. And those are synthetic oils. So use natural. I make tallow from beef fat. I buy it at my butcher shop and I render it. And then I strain it, and I can, I actually do some videos on that. But if you guys want to learn, I can upload it to our group chat, and you guys can learn how to do that. But it's very important to remove toxins. If we're going to go through the trouble of, doing everything to detox, we also need to clean house in other ways. And again, detox of the mouth for me, my tip of this segment, and avoid all seed oils. And if you're confused about seed oils, just let us know and we'll go into more detail on that.
Going back to the topic for tonight, Dr. Ronnie, because you are the guru. You are the diet detox guru. You are the doc. Everybody goes to you. They go to Martha's Vineyard. They'll fly in and pick your brain, to solve their immediate needs, which is typically to lose weight, but then ongoing, you're helping them overcome chronic illness. So tell me again, in certain circumstances, remember, some people are dealing with chronic illnesses and they think that it can go off and do a detox and it's going to solve the world. What would you recommend somebody do if they are dealing with a chronic illness, or maybe they're not feeling well? What should they be doing?
Well, the world is different today. When I first started about 15 years ago, when the book became a New York Times bestseller, the whole concept of detoxification was new. You know, we taught people how to detox their kidneys, and we taught them about their liver, their lungs, their lymphatic system, their blood, you know, and to detox parasites and to get gallbladder stones out. I mean, we just went through the whole thing because we have an unhealthy relationship with food. Food is very addictive, it's very persuasive, it's everywhere, right? So the problem with it is that we created this whole society of people that wanting to detox. So when I first started, you're right, it was all about weight loss. People were losing 21 pounds in 21 days, and it became huge. And I remember the publisher said to me, you know, because I didn't want to do this, by the way, for weight loss, because when I first started about 15 years ago, and I did all the research, I really just wanted to help people with their chronic illness. You know, I was saying, oh, I'm going to do 21 chronic illness, and I'm going to do 21 detoxes. It was all about chronic illness. But it didn't work out that way, did it? It was like people wanted to lose weight, and that was the bottom line. And they did. Man, did they lose weight. But I remember the publisher said to me, and she was absolutely right when I said I didn't want to do weight loss for detoxing because I had so much knowledge in my head. I wanted to detox the organs, and I wanted to do chronic illness, to get to your question, right? And she said to me, I promise you, Dr. Ronnie, if you make the New York Times bestseller with getting people to lose weight, people will come to you for everything after that. And I didn't believe her, but she was absolutely right. We're going back many, many years. Now people, I don't care if they have the worst chronic illness. It could be Lyme disease, it could be cancer, it could be anything. And people still want to detox. So, but there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do it. So to answer your question, you can still detox people with a chronic illness. You just can't do it the same way with people who are trying to lose weight. You got to do an assessment. You got to do a detailed assessment. You have to do blood work. You have to basically know who they are at the cellular level. So to answer your question about who can do a detox, it's not who, it's how. So I won't take someone with active cancer or Lyme disease and put them in a group with everybody that's trying to lose weight, right? Because it's a different type of detox. And so when one of the things that came out with COVID a couple of years ago, now they have something called long haul post-COVID detox. It's the craziest thing. I mean, I can list 20 different detoxes. You can go and somebody say, well, we're going to do a green tea detox. Then somebody will say, we're going to do a milk thistle detox. And then someone, so the point I'm saying is that there's a lot of detoxes out there because we have an unhealthy relationship with food. We're very toxic people that live in a very toxic world. So we are now trying to ask ourselves, do we want to detox in general, our lives, just for basic cleanliness? Because when we go on a 21-day detox, it's on the surface. We're cleaning up the body from eating bad food, guys. Bad food. We're taking a break. We're giving our liver a break. We're giving our kidneys a break. We're giving our gut, our digestive system a break. And because of that, there's a lot of benefits that go with that. We start losing weight. That's why you didn't have pain. The reason why you didn't have pain was because you was decreasing the inflammation in the body that causes tremendous amount of pain. So there's a lot of benefits to detoxing. But the main reason that people detox is to get rid of the bloat, to get rid of the weight, to get rid of the water. I mean, some people can lose, like we said, 21 pounds in 21 days, but there's people that can lose 30 pounds in 21 days. You got to ask yourself why. It's because they're bloated and they're toxic and they're holding on to toxic water. This detox, the 21 pound and 21 day detox, hits all of the organs. And how does that happen? is with the combination of nutrients that we're giving the body, so that at the cellular level, we're able to decrease inflammation. We're able to get rid of the free radicals. We're able to do some tissue repair. It's about rejuvenation and repairing you at the cellular level with the almost, I would say, over 30 different nutrients. When you drink a red, green, and yellow, you just add up the nutrients in a day. One day of having a detox of those amount of nutrients, the average person in the food desert don't get that amount of nutrients in a month. And it's painful for me to say that, but it's true.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the amount of nutrients that you're giving your body in 21 days. And guys, allopathic doctors don't know. They have no idea what it is to detox at that level. They'll say, oh, it's dangerous. And you go, what's so dangerous about giving your body nutrients? But it's not their fault. They don't get it. So, but now they're starting to. There's a lot of research.
I had to say that was my first detox.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's like, I know you said it, like, it's not your fault. That goes back to our first episode. Girl, it's not your fault that we're gaining weight. Girl, it's not your fault that your skin's getting all acne. Girl, it's not your fault that you got bloated and you can't get those jeans above your waist. It's not your fault. We just have to rethink about what we're putting in, and then how we're feeding ourselves, and then make those decisions. And the one thing that you said, Dr. Ronnie, that is prevalent to me is that people don't fully understand what that means. And we need to take the time to educate yourself and potentially reach out to those that are the experts, reach out to those that have a following. There's a reason why you have a book. There's a reason why, Gabriella, you have such a huge following of people that love you. There's a reason why Rosanna is loved by many, and she's a great network and she has this expertise. Reach out to those people within your circle that have seen results. And there's a reason, and it's not just about the process, it's about, the research behind it. So if you are going to take that time and effort in doing something that could change your life, make sure you align yourself with the right people, the right products, and the right passion behind it. So that to me is something that resonates to me. And that's the whole reason why we're doing this project, is about feeling good, sharing good, but finding the right community that helps you have those real talk discussion, because it is not your fault. And we need to be in a place where we feel like we can heal. What about losing muscle while detoxing? That comes from Anna. Losing muscle while detoxing. Maybe we can give that to Dr. Ronnie. Is that a concern?
People, that's really old-fashioned thinking, because they've done a lot of research and you don't lose a lot of muscle. Your body's so toxic, so busy losing toxins and waste, that you don't really have to worry about that unless you have a prolonged detox. That's why we stop at 21 days and then we go on a PEVI diet. And PEVI introduces clean protein for P, E, essential fats that we just finished talking about, V for vegetables, and Y, which is important because it's your supplements or your essentials. So, I think guys who work out, they started that rumor many years ago about the losing of the muscle, but we've tested so many people along over the years, and the average person is not a concern for, like I said, if they're already debilitated, number one, and if they're on a prolonged detox.